What's up, y'all? This is Relly back with another video. Yes, and today we have to talk about the alleged plans of the Philadelphia 76ers to get Mike D'Antoni in order to position themselves to get James Harden. And to be honest, as whatever you feel about James Harden and Mike D'Antoni, I think for the Philadelphia 76ers, this is a power move. This is a legitimate, smart move, because I'm assuming in this package to get James Harden, they would probably have to trade Ben Simmons and Al Horford in order to get that contract of James Harden. And honestly, I think that is a wonderful idea, because if I was them, I would slot James Harden back at that point guard and let Embiid run wild, right? And to be honest, why I think that would be so efficient is because James Harden is infamous for scoring the basketball at an elite level to where he scares defenses and he automatically gets trapped because of how dominant of a scorer he is. While Embiid, on the other hand, is so dominant as a big man that has the ability to stretch the floor, I think that elevates what James Harden can do, while James Harden elevates what Embiid can do, while giving both players the ability to play their appropriate game. And I think this is what Embiid has been waiting for, as well as James Harden, because let's start off with Embiid. Embiid has been waiting to play dominant, right? And as anybody that's watched Philadelphia 76ers game, you realize when Embiid is by himself, he plays better, right? If Ben Simmons is on the court by himself, he plays better. And it's not because they're just terrible players, but it's because they play better without the other player, because they have more room to create. Like Embiid, like a lot of people understand, should not be shooting these many jumpers. Yes, he has the ability to shoot, which makes him special. But when Embiid is so big, so dominant, so strong, he should be attacking the paint, right? Just like James Harden. James Harden should not be in a situation where he should be off the ball all of the time. Yes, he can do that, but James Harden is better once he has the ball. And Embiid needs a player that can be dominant when he has the ball, and who can shoot the basketball, which James Harden can do and which Embiid can do, right? And they're both pretty dominant players that need each other. And then with Mike D'Antoni being their potential coach, I think with his offensive mentality, his philosophy, I think that legitimately works for the Philadelphia 76ers, because it gives them an identity that they can legitimately use in the Eastern Conference, and it gives James Harden a fresh start to be in the Eastern Conference, which in my personal opinion, he will play drastically better in the season and in the playoffs. Now you say, all right, if you trade Ben Simmons, what would the team be like? If I have Embiid and James Harden and I'm trading Horford and Ben Simmons, what I would do, I would fill out the roster with shooters, right? Especially if I have James Harden at the point guard, fill it out with shooters, right? Run an aggressive pick and pop, pick and roll, feed the post. You can do whatever you want. Honestly, I even run 5 out with that roster and just have Joel Embiid attack the paint every single time. Honestly, literally play it exactly how James Harden was playing with Clint Capella. The only difference is Joel Embiid is so much more dimensional than Clint Capella that he makes that offense, that pick and roll, so much more dangerous, while James Harden being able to shoot makes it so much more dangerous than a Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid pick and roll. That is phenomenal, and it gives you so many different variations of combinations that you can do on the basketball court. And a lot of people who are basketball fans, you understand how dangerous this potentially can be if the Philadelphia 76ers could do this. And honestly, I hope they can do this, because this would be in the best interest of both James Harden and Joel Embiid. So down in the comments below, I want to know how y'all feel about this, and do you think this should be a trade that happens? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content, because we are on the 1K grind, and with y'all, I know I can get there. So with that being said, ghost.
Motivated all about cash flow, ran it up and ran out of excuses. In the field and we turned into hoopers. For the clip like bonds we show, just like some soldiers we trooping.